we are in the stream. Okay, Tire, Charles Henry retired. You guys, just retire, there's no point. Zompa Lumpa sets the first lap, and a 34.2 is really slow. That's gonna be beaten very easily. I'm gonna watch Alpha Tauri of King Gaz. He'll be the first person to set a lap. Gaz now finishing his final chicane. Take it nicely to the curb. He goes deep and doesn't go fully on the throttle, but it's okay. It will still be a lap good enough for Q2 because Ibrahim has a quali ban, so it doesn't even matter what he sets. 37.4 doesn't even matter what times they do in Q1 right now. It's basically just a practice session for these guys, so they can just enjoy themselves, I guess. Okay, D3 Las Vegas, we get that announced. Ruben Scott is... Oh, why are they doing runs on softs knowing that these tyres don't matter? They're not very smart. There's certain fast laps with the tyres that they don't need. I'd go out on a set of mediums, not inters, because that's a no-no. I'll check chat as well. Who have we got in here? Hello, Hessam. Hello, Vabo. I thought Vabo would have a league race of somewhere else, but it's nice to see you turn up here, Ruben Scott, up to the front row. Okay, Ibrahim was not kidding about Florian going pole. 32.7, okay. That's quite good, actually. But, once again, these times are pretty meaningless for Q1, because it doesn't matter where they go. It's just free practice 3 for these guys right now. Vabo says, would you marry me? Sorry, I have a crush on Death Star right now, so maybe that will have to wait. If Death Star rejects me, I'd totally go for you, you know. You have a league race in 15 minutes? Okay, solid. What track? As someone who is significantly slower than you, surely I can give tips. Qatar. Okay, so you obviously know about the turning off ERS mid-lap. You want to do that one to in like the middle sector, because the battery runs out before the end of the lap. Fuel you want to use about plus 3.2 or something like that. That's what I used in the league race. Obviously, you know, soft tyres are useless. Medium hard, best strategy. Even that risks a puncture because the tyre wear is just that high. Hessam is going relatively quick. I'm just gonna try clip something. Wait. It doesn't matter where they... Vabo says, would you marry... Vabo says, would you marry me? Sorry, I have a crush on Death Star right now, so... Hessam finishing his lap. If Death Star rejects me, I'd totally go for you, you know. Okay. There we go. Hello, Duke. I haven't seen you here before. Hello, Kian. I don't recognize you guys. Thanks for the tips. First time knowing about that ERS thing. Wait, you didn't do it in the HDR league race. Is that why you didn't get pole? Because I knew about it. Yeah, it gains you like a 1/10.5 because if you don't turn it off mid-lap, then you run out of battery on the final straight and you lose a 1/10.5. That's how I got P4 ahead of Emu, because Emu forgot about that. Bram and Rise remembered it, so they got 1-2. And you were like 3rd. But yeah, you have to turn it off like after turn 6, just like before and after the slow hairpin. Test it out in Q1 and then you'll see the time gain. Two-Starry sets 2:14. Not that it matters anyway. They come for Flandex. Have the Flandex fans up in arms. That's solid. Husky started his lap really, really late. Oh, he was ending. I guess they all know that they don't have to set laps right now. Alright, see ya. Good luck. I'm not Dutch, so I can't read that, but Florian, he's P2 or Flandex. I don't know which one to use. The V's silent, so. And Flandex is awkward, so Flandex it is, or Florian. Both work. Nobody's on the lap at the moment. The real fun comes when we get to Q2. King Green is in the pits. He does not need to set a lap anyway. I said after turn 6, and that's for Qatar. Not for Las Vegas. Las Vegas you can keep the battery on for the entire lap. Turn 6 after the second high-speed double right. Slowest lap challenge, says King Gaz. In that case, Tushterry is winning that battle. To be fair, he wins that battle most days. King Green in P12 has not set a lap, so it will be Tush. Now everyone retiring from the session. Wait, what nationality is Florian? I forgot. I need to check. I need to get updated. I'll check his sign up. Because I should have checked it in the lobby, but I couldn't check it in the lobby. So, Ruben Scott, the only one out on track. So, are we going to get a bunch of retirements or? Are we going to live out the final 6 minutes of this quali session? I guess we will be, so I guess that's fine. Valtzy in Discord saying the turn 1's a menace. I agree. The turn 1 is a horrible corner, honestly, because it's a double hairpin, except there's no apexes to aim for. Like, the early apex, if you go for it, you're going to run wide on the exit. And if you run even slightly wide, you're going to miss the turn 2 high-speed corner completely. It's a complete nightmare, turn 1. It's one of my least favourite turn 1s on the calendar. Can Umka go slower than Twooge? Let's see this. Umka on the slowest lap challenge. He's on his outlap at the moment, and he is prepping to do an absolutely scorchingly slow lap. But first, we have King Green stepping up to the plate to try set the slowest lap possible. To be fair, I think he could go flat out and still get that achievement, but let's see how he goes for it now. King Green starting his hot lap of Las Vegas, and now into turn 1, you're going to see how much I hate it. Okay. Okay. There were, okay. I mean, straight lining it. Yep, straight lining it is one way to set a slow lap. Umka is now stepping up to the plate to try set the slowest lap possible. Wait, Ibrahim Ibrahim retired with a quali ban. Dodger's gonna get himself eliminated because he'd retired too late. Umka is going for a fast lap. He's not straight lined it like Ibrahim. Ibrahim has a quali ban, so it is just free practice, but Charles, Henry and Dodger retired, so that's a really, really weird one. And Dodger has sent me a medal clip, so I'm gonna guess that something happened to him. And Umka's gone purple sector 1, but we don't know how reliable that is. Shaky exit there. Hit that curb. You don't want to touch that curb even, but he's clattered it, and that will cost him a bit of time. Alright, gotta turn off Twitch, open in medal for highest quality, and I'll try describe what the hell has happened to Dodger. So trust medal TV link from now on. Umka on the run up to the line, he might get a slipstream from the Haas back in the pits, but he doesn't take it, so up to the line and P4. It's good on mediums, but most of the field aren't setting actual pace because they don't need to, so we'll see how the actual pace unfolds in Q2 and Q3. But Dodgers sent some. It's okay. I've been clipped, haven't I? Let me see this. Nope, it's not even. Gaz posted a clip. No, wait, that was Jamie Hester. And the clip's Twitch isn't opening. 2 minutes to go, and now it opens.
And now in turn 1, you're gonna see how much I hate it. Okay. There was
Is he going for another lap? He is not. King Dream is gonna go straight line another wall. Into the escape road once more. He's gone into neutral. He's gone into reverse. On his outlap. At this point, I can't tell. Is his brakes even on? He's giving us a prime example of a Las Vegas hot lap. King Dream, the GOAT's going for it once again. He's not even going to make the checkered flag at this rate. He's so slow. What's he driving around for anyway? He's safely through to Q2, and he's using a new set of softs to go into escape roads and stuff. This is really weird. This is some goofy Freebird speedrun of all the runoff areas. And now he's going to hit top speed on this straight, and let's see how high he can take the revs. Not very, if you forget to use your DRS. 205 without DRS. And is he even going to make the checkered flag? No, he isn't. But we'll see. This is a tight one to the line. Is King Dream going to make it? Nope, he just wasted his time. So, King Dream is into Q2 safely. Even though he did burn a front wing and 2 tyre sets when he didn't need to. Okay, so Ibrahim no time. Oh, that's King Reem set no time either. So why isn't he listed? Oh, Charles Henry's out as well. Oh, he must have crashed with Dodger. That's why they were talking to each other in the Discord. Now the excitement starts in Q2. There's nothing of note, is there? Terminal damage off each other. Oh, finally the Dodger clip is open. Now I'm going to try describe this. And this is a live reaction thing. So, he is on the... What? Charles Henry with the most disgusting case of impeding I've ever seen. Right, so Ibrahim has to retire. He always goes out first, but this time he can't, so... And 14 drivers in Q2, with 13 actually, because Ibrahim will be out. It is the penultimate round of the season, and Ibrahim actually has the chance to wrap up the title today if he finishes P1 with Gaz in P12 or below. Oh, no, there was an announcement I forgot to do about the championship things. Oops. There we go. King Green back in the session. I didn't even know he was gone. Now, championship situation, for those of you who aren't aware, Ibrahim got himself a 25 points deduction in the last round in Austria, and that took him from runaway championship leader to now just 10 points ahead of King Gaz going into Las Vegas. So, technically he can wrap it up today, but it's going to be a big ask considering he also has to do it from near the back of the grid. And King Gaz, unless he DNFs or something, he will most certainly be fighting for top 5 at minimum. And the fight is most likely going to go to Abu Dhabi, and that is a sprint round, which is why all the championship fights can't be wrapped up too early, because there will be 34 points on the line when we head next week to Yas Marina. Florian being the first to set a lap, it looks like his legion of fans are going to be happy seeing the Alfa Romeo car out on track first before everyone else. Is he going to finish up Q2 at the front of the field though? We're about to find out. There's a Red Bull yellow flag in the pits. I don't know how you do that. It's Jundi Cindy, or apparently he caused a yellow flag. Nope, that was Umka causing a yellow flag in the pit lane. I don't even know how you do that, but records are there to be broken. Florian is doing well. Oh, that's horrible, impeding by this Alpine of Swamper. No awareness there, and Florian's lap is ruined. That's another case of impeding. This time it's Swamper. Last time it was Charles Henry, so got a couple blind drivers today. And that will be the clearest case of impeding ever. So that's quali ban 3PP for both penalty points, both of them in Abu Dhabi probably. If anyone clips that, that makes things a lot easier. But Florian's probably going to report that himself anyway. So the next guy on the lap finishing one will be King Gaz. And he's hitting how far on the straights? 217, 218, 219. Can we hit 220? Not quite. But he's still very, very fast on the straights. Everyone is going to be running very skinny rear wings for Las Vegas. It's one of the lowest downforce tracks on the calendar. Pretty much up there in terms of straight line speed compared to Monza. It's not as fast as Monza, but it's comparable. King Gaz up to 132.9. That's slower than some of the Q1 laps. So that is not going to be enough for Q2. And Florian will have to be back in the pits because this is now an outlap for him essentially. And now starting his second attempt at a hot lap. And this time there'll be nobody to impede him. Two Haas cars are super close to each other. They're trying to cook. That is the worst attempt at a slipstream I've ever seen. Like, if I'm King Green, man, you have to slipstream on the straight. You could have gained Touge a 3/4 tenths there, but you've lost him the time. Haski and Hessab crossing the line together, separated by 6/10 of a second. Haski is really cooking this weekend in his bid to make it to D1. Jundi up to the line on a 33.3, slightly slower than Hessam. And Tuishteri up to the line, not helped by the fact that his teammate didn't give him a slipstream when he damn well should have. 201 for Tuj, it was 199 for Kingaz, and Tuj sets a 132.999. That is as high of the 32s as you can mathematically get. Valtzi is P6 and 8/10 off the lap we just saw from Tuishteri. Very, very spread out field so far. King Green starting a lap. He might get a slipstream from someone on an outlap up ahead, but we'll see. Yeah, he is not having fun at Las Vegas. The city of gambling, and he has hit rock bottom. Oh god, this is painful. Is he on even a fast lap? Oh, he's got his battery off. He must be on an outlap. Or a second outlap. Because he's not using his battery. Zwampa is invalid. Okay. I feel like there's some fireworks about to spark between him and Florian. Something's gonna happen. Ain't no way he's starting his lap this late. Okay. I think he's trying to take him out or something. Well, Florian has half a front wing, so what's happening there? Severe case of blindness from Alpine, and King Green without using any battery is a 139 flat, so not a time, and he's going for it again, and he doesn't turn on his battery again. Okay, this is a unique strategy. What are you saving your battery for? Or maybe he's just got unlimited ERS and we secretly don't know it. Oh, my maths is Lehman is behind King Green at the moment. .220, he's got some of the highest straight line speed we've seen on the Vegas Strip. And is he going to slice the field open as he gets his car up to the line? He was pretty good in Austria last week, and is he going to continue that? Yes, he does. P6. Solid. Where's Umka? in the pits. JW Curtis and the other Williams up to the line. P8's 133.9 and straight into the runoff. Doesn't hit any barriers because he's not King Green, and there's nobody on a lap right now, so not much to go off of, I guess. All we've seen is just people straight lining it and a good lap, but nothing to ram home about. Can't stop me now. Valtzy starting his lap finally. Took him a while to finish his out lap, but he's finished it, and now he'll be starting his hot lap. Into turn 5, only second gear. It's looking a bit slow for Valtzy at the moment in the McLaren car. He's straight line braking into turn 7, 8 and 9. And the audio on my console's gone really funny, so it's almost like it's playing out of an underwater ocean instead of directly into my ears like it's meant to be. He's 2/10 up, but these times are really uncompetitive right now. Like, P9 doesn't even have a quali lap that's any good. Husky's setting the pace at the moment, so top 3 are good. Hessam is in that fight. He's finally fixed his internet, and that will be good news for his chances at a win. Jundi, not a bad lap, but Lehman not bad, but Valtzy found 2.5 tenths, and that could jump him a little bit further up the field. Ruben Scott goes to the front row in Q2. That's a good lap from the Aston Martin, and there's King Green starting his lap now. Valtzy will be finishing his lap and going up to the line. P5 safely through. These have been some honestly pretty shocking laps so far. Does Umka have a secret quali ban? Oh, okay, McLaren. Valtzy has dropped it and almost blocked Umka's pit lane exit. Outlap mode for Umka. Slow Alfa Romeo of Florian. There's the McLaren going through. No impeding there for once. Whew, run off. That's the favourite place. Just cut the chicane. Who needs corners anyway? Let's just NASCAR it at every turn. King Green somehow 6. Bro, turn on your battery, man. Are you doing this as a turn on your DRS? Turn on something. Are you doing another outlap or what? This is depressing. Oh god. Alright, he is. We want to curse Florian. Sure thing. Now, Florian is in the drop zone, and obviously nothing is gonna go wrong when he does his quali lap. Like, when he gets to turn 1, he is gonna absolutely nail his braking, and he's totally not going to do anything dodgy. He's not gonna spin it or anything. I think I might have accidentally passed my commentator curse to Husky, because he's just been disqualified for blocking the pit exit. And now, that's another free... Ibrahim, I swear he was about to make it into Q3 without ever setting a lap. So, let's see Florian, and he won't make any mistakes on his quali laps for sure. There's the commentator curse at work for you. Kingerim 7/10 up, let's go. He finally found a bit of pace, but the game is utterly pranking us by telling us he's got a purple sector out of that. That's crazy. What is Kingerim even racing for at this point? He's... Umka is the last man setting a lap at the moment. Purple first sector. We'll see how true that is when he actually gets to the line. But Kingerim at this point, he's 1 second up, but he's nowhere near. This is pretty disastrous. Imagine if he makes it into Q3 with this time. Oh, 1:37.8, that's not a lap at all. Zwampa's yet to... Umka's binned it or retired. Umka's just gone.
Good for him.
Zwampa has ran out of battery on halfway down the Las Vegas Strip. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. How have you ran out of battery on your hot lap? Do you just forget to turn it off or what? This is crazy stuff we're seeing. Never let D3 cook at Las Vegas ever again, man. Kinga's 8/10 down, but it doesn't matter because he's already gone. Oh, Florian. It was the anti-commentator curse for Q2 because he's just surprisingly gone fastest ahead of Ruben Scott. Like, he's quick, but P1 quick is crazy. And Kingerim, unsurprisingly, is not going to make it into Q3, considering he didn't even turn on his battery. Kingerim out. And here are the 10 cars making it into Q3. Florian, Ruben Scott, Kingas, Tujvout, Hassam Jundi, Lemon Curtis. We all expected to be there. Zwampa ahead of Umka though. That's a little bit surprising because Umka should be faster, but he didn't set a lap at all. So, and Ibrahim is somehow starting ahead of him. And there is your Q2 order. Wait for the master plan. Okay, is this like a delayed action commentator curse? Because maybe Q3. Oh, Florian's getting confrontational over the Twitch chat. Oof. Popcorn. Florian's like, you brake tested me, and Zwampa's like, nuh-uh, and Florian is like, I have footage, you brake tested me. Duke's just being a random fan at the moment. Florian, feel free to post the footage in the Discord, I want to see this. Post it in the Discord. Also, I am quite literally going to go get myself some popcorn. I don't have a camera to turn on, but there will be popcorn. Popcorn acquired and the cars are going out onto the circuit. Ah. Mm. Mm. Two willies going out first. I remember that line from the McLaren engineer. Funny one. Mm. Should have gone to Specsaver's Wampa. Or Vision Express, they're also really good for eyesight. Sam pulling the moves off on his outlap. Crashed. Good one. You've just been out-qualified by a dude with a quali ban. Mm. Yeah. Blame the track, if in doubt. Mm. Vegas to drive is bad, but to race it's better. Because there's giant straights to go side by side in. Lehman will be first to start a lap in Q3 with the field a long way behind him. JW Curtis doesn't seem to want a proper slipstream from him because he's like 5 seconds back. You're not going to get a slipstream from there. But you know who will? Florian behind JW Curtis. He'll get a nice one. It'll gain him a few tenths over the lap. It's very good car placement from him. Lehman coming to the back of Zwampa, who keeps out of the way this time. Driving with the number 69, but he has not driven nice at all. Now that's on the limit. And watch this. Florian coming to the back of Zwampa again. Okay, he's doing that on purpose. Okay, so very yeah, Zwampa's doing that on purpose. You gotta feel sorry for him. Lehman crossing the line now. 32.7. Not a bad lap. It's not a pole lap, but it's gonna be definitely a lap that's beatable. Hessam up to the line, 6/10 quicker. Now that's a very good lap. JW Curtis has not had a good lap and he's pitting. And King Gaz will be up to the line. He got a great slipstream and he's up to P3. That's not good though. 32.8. Two-Sterry goes onto the front row alongside Hessam right now. And Jundi up to the line. Where does this lap take him? P5. No pace. And Ruben Scott's backed out. And Valtzi is continuing with his lap as it stands. Valtzi up to the line. P6. He needs to go again. 2 minutes. A lap time in 2 minutes when Hessam's on 132. Really needs to get his act together and set a proper lap. And I think proper lap is what Ruben Scott can deliver. He's a known quality driver to drive with and he shows a skill most weeks, so let's see how this goes. And he's backed out of this one as well. Nobody is on a lap. We get this quite often, actually, where literally nothing's happening out on track. Does Jamie Hester know you, Duke? That is a good question. Does he? Huh? Does he really know you? JW Curtis starting his lap. He is sector 2 now. Is your time pole, or do you need another run? You need another run. Why wouldn't you go for another run? It's Q3. It's a good time, don't get me wrong, but you always want to go out for another run. You pray it doesn't rain. In that case, I pray it rains, just to see Jamie Hester fall down the Elder, and also I've got a wet setup for Brazil, and the others probably don't. Now, I have a couple questions about the wheel-to-wheel standings, because I predicted myself at the start of the season to get P5 even by being a reserve, but I just never had time to drive. Alright, so first of all, that points different graphic. I want it! That's really good. Okay, so first of all, championship very, very clearly, okay. Tony Hakkinen's actually keeping up. Chickim still leading, just as she did last season. Ibrahim somehow on P4, that's worrying. JW Curtis finishing his lap, it's not really that impressive. And P6. Now they're all going to go out for one last try. Alright, now to talk about the standings of the actual league I'm commentating in. Because we're supposed to be a HDR league. Ibrahim 150 points, King Gaz 140, Ruben Scott 117. Now his championship chances are very, very slim, but an Ibrahim disaster, a King Gaz disaster, puts him right in the fight for Abu Dhabi. Now Charles Henry has really, really cooked it recently. He's 82 points, tied with Tushderry. He has caught up so fast there. I didn't expect that. Jundi Sundi in P6. And Husky only 5 points behind him in P7. Husky's had a bit of an underwhelming season for how much pace the guy has. What's your EA ID on F123? Oh. Wait, why do I don't know why. Someone can have that if they need it. I don't even think that message was for me. Huh. Who's going to start their lap first? It is going to be Tushderry, so let's ride on board with a lap from Tushderry to start Q3. And now heading into turn 1, getting a very, very nice smooth run, but it goes a bit wide on the exit, and this is going to compromise him into turn 2 a little bit. Doesn't get it to the apex quite so well. It doesn't use all of the exit, so he might be down on his time. And I am in Division 1 Duke. I'm actually P2 in the D1 standings. I'm not quick at all. I just somehow finish races. Twisteri is doing well for his lap at the moment. Oh, that's another slightly deep moment into turn 7. And turn 9, he's hit that curb. You don't really want to hit that curb. Oh, D1 Championship. I meant the HDR one. The wheel-to-wheel one, I just reserve D1 sometimes. You're in D2 of wheel-to-wheel, I'm assuming, because I don't think you're in HDR. Or are you? I forgot already. Twisteri's 7,000ths down on his time, and he's going to have to find a lot of time in this final part of the lap if he wants to make any time up. Because Hessam's a tenth and a bit clear of him. And so far, Twisteri has not had the lap to convince that time. Oh, that's a nice run over the curb, and this could turn his lap right around. You know what one good corner can do for your lap? And he's going to come up to the line and find out. Oh, he's down. Lap's over. Twisteri on the front row, unable to improve. Yeah, wheel to wheel. I have done 5 races in wheel to wheel, and my results are P1, 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 P2, P3. No, wait, P2 as well. So I have a 100% top 2 rate, I think. No restart, he left. Okay, nobody invited back. King Gaz is up to the front row. Ruben Scott up to P4. And that Hessam time is looking very unchallenged right now. He's a 10th and a half up on his lap. Lehman in P5. Valtzi is 4/10 up on his time, but his original time is really slow, so it doesn't matter. And Hessam is going to try extend that pole position now. He is a 10th and a half up. Twisteri couldn't challenge him. King Gaz almost challenged him, but he couldn't. And Ruben Scott was too far away to begin with. Hessam up to the line. Hessam extends his pole time. And a 1:32 blank is what the pole time will be for Las Vegas. Unless Lehman somehow pulls it off and he's down on his time. Valtzi 7/10 up. So this could be anything. And he gets past Jundi Cindy. So your grid order is Hessam on pole position. Once he fixed his internet, he has started to cook. King Gaz on the front row alongside him. And this is his chance to retake the championship lead off of Ibrahim. Alright. Hessam on pole position. What a lap from him. Let me get a screenshot. We're waiting on a race start now. Wait, did Kingrim just leave the session? I saw it on the stream, but I didn't see it on my actual game. Tripping out. If he is gone, I don't have him added. Oh wait, I do have him added. He's just weird one. This PS4 really needs a camera, because then you could see the popcorn. I have about half a bag left. Qualifying 3 definitely deserves some, with Hessam taking pole position. His first pole of the league. He has been a rapid driver since he joined. He just hasn't had the internet to back it up, but now he does. Hessam saying it could be 1:31.9. That's the classic sim racer. They could set literally any lap in the world and they'll be like, nah, I had another few tenths. I mean, I'm not taking the piss, but that's just a general thing. And I think you could have. I don't think you're bullshitting on that one. I'm curious to see how Ibrahim recovers from his quali ban. Damn, I've eaten through all the popcorn for this race start. None left. At least there'll be no turn 1 straight lining. Umka has managed to find his way in. He even asked me for an invite. That's sad. You should trust your comms. Five red lights for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it is lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Hessam and a good start from Kingaz as well. Let's see who gets closest into turn 1. Neither of them do. Hessam stays ahead. Trusteri tries to go around the outside of Kingaz, and it looks like everyone has survived turn 1 unscathed. Now looking down the order, there is Ruben Scott now getting past Trusteri, and he went from attack to defense and lost at both. Not a good start from Trusteri. Jundi Sundi right behind him on the soft tyres. Ruben Scott up to second place past Kingaz. Ruben Scott is really cooking here off the start. And Jundi Sundi can't do anything off those soft tyres. He really needs to gain the places now, because soft tyres against you later on, you are completely and utterly screwed. And Florian has been spun by someone, and his day goes from bad to worse. Swampa's not even here to ruin it. Florian has just hit another dose of bad luck. Umka in P14, King Green in P13 on the soft tyres. Dodger trying to go down the inside of Charles Henry, thinks better of it. And that's JW Curtis going very deep, and Haskey gets past him, seizes the opportunity and the mistake and gets through. Charles Henry is side by side with JW Curtis going down the back straight. Husky is giving them both a nice slipstream, but looking towards the race lead. Ruben Scott gets the slipstream, and Ruben Scott takes the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. He has gone from starting in 4th, I think, to going all the way up to P1. And he has P4 to P1. What a first lap Ruben Scott has had. King Jazz in P3 still. And Tuisteri in P4, Jundi P5. Ibrahim has made up 6 places off the start line. His quali ban is well and truly nullified with that. He is immediately in this fight. King Dream is out, and that could cause a safety car, and it does cause a safety car. Spinny Williams and a spinny Ferrari as well. So, incidents kicking off, and Bernd Mailander has had his first deployment of the evening. Husky has had a spin with Curtis, and at the same time King Dream has DNF'd, so those 2 incidents combined to create what we now know as a safety car. And Umka has retired out of nowhere. Can't see him. Yeah, he just nope, he just retired on track. There's no need, honestly. Ibrahim and Jundi exchanging places under the safety car. Ibrahim loves to piss off Jundi. Jundi loves to piss off Jundi. Lemon watching on as Ibrahim just continues to be a menace in the mirrors of the Red Bull in front of him. Oh, I forgot, track picks, thumbnail, YouTube. We upload these to YouTube, and they have to have a nice thumbnail to look good. Who wouldn't want to look good? It's like they're going racing speed under the... Look at those F1 intros on the top. That is so cool of Las Vegas to do that. That's really cool. But Mailander leading them under the safety car. Yellow flags being waved. I wonder what happens if they drop their yellow flag. Like, those marshals are really brave, just sticking their arm out. Like, the yellow flag drops, then they've just ruined a race there. And those people just clapping, standing up. F1 flags, white and black, painted all around the circuit. You can see the Las Vegas sphere on the top right side of it as well, and there's some Ferris wheel back there as well. Can't give you a rundown of Las Vegas itself, but I can give you a very good rundown of the Las Vegas track. AWS sponsorship everywhere on that right barrier board. Number 99 on the Ferrari, and number 7. I think I run the number 7. I don't know my race numbers. Safety car surely has to be in this lap. Alright, telemetry back on. Dodger 5 seconds for speed in the pits. Ibrahim has already stopped. Now, normally... Actually... I don't think that's a good idea. Nah, not a good idea. It's too early. The tire advantage is too little. And how many places has he thrown away for this? Like 6 places, and for what? Umka's internet has given up on him. You can't watch the stream right now. Poor you. Yeah, internet disasters happen. Florian into the pits. Is there a front wing waiting? Nope, it's strategic, and he's onto the hards. What? Can hards actually go to the end from here? I don't think so. I think it's a little... No, it's not the good idea. You have to just stop for softs and run a soft medium. Husky's doing the right thing. He's going for another stop, I think. He's just using his excess tyres now to save miniature percentage of tyre wear. Overtaking is so easy that Ibrahim will easily be on the back of Jundi very, very quickly. Ruben Scott had such a good lap 1. Absolutely did everything he needed to, and now he leads. Hessam, he got a pole, but all the quali work went to nothing pretty damn fast because he starts first and now he's down to second. And Kingas started second and got a horrible launch, attacked by Tuishteri, defended that off, and then got overtaken by Ruben Scott, who was a man on a mission during that start. Tuishteri in 4th. I think he started 3rd as well, and lost out to Ruben Scott after going on the attack for Kingaz. And Jundi's been in 5th place, just spectator mode on all the cars in front of him. He seems to have stayed out of any possible trouble behind him. And the safety car is going to be in at the end of this lap. It has to be. It has to be, come on. Go away. Who are they? Yeah, okay, that is a really, really late call. Mate, at this point you should just restart. The safety car's not even in the pits. It's going out on the track, I swear. Look at the track map. It's not in the pit lane. It's not in the pit lane. What is going on here? Game's bugged. Watch out, Ruben Scott. There's a fucking safety car on the track up ahead of you. Look at that track map. Bert Mylander has gone rogue, and we might be about to see it. Are they under safety car conditions or not? I can't even tell. And it's saying safety car. He's braking for it, and they're not overtaking him. And JW Curtis has ignored a yellow flag, apparently. And I think this is going to need a lobby restart or something. Who is forcing them to be in safety car conditions right now? I'll check. Check Discord, and why is it green flag? Nope, the safety car has got back out. Is Ibrahim trying to overtake Swamper? He's trying. He's trying. He's trying to find a way to overtake him. Ha. Swamper's ruining his race here, and he's not even in it. At this point, you should just tank the 5 seconds. Charles Henry's overtaken him. Race ruined. Is the safety car coming in now? Yes, it has. It's pulled into the pit lane. And we are back for green flag conditions. Ruben Scott leads the way ahead of Hessam, Kingaz, Tuishteri, Jundi, Lehman, Valtzi, JW Curtis, with Ibrahim being totally screwed over by this random bot. Dodger is too far back. Husky's too far. Charles Henry's had to box on the restart for a new front wing. He somehow damaged his stuff already, and he'll be in the pits for a new wing. Florian is P13 at the moment. Husky is P12. At the front of the field, there's not much going on. Everybody's just following in a train. Ibrahim's championship wrap-up is not going to plan at the moment. He's going to have to bank on another safety car for anything to work. Hessam's closing up to the back of Ruben Scott, but he's keeping out the slipstream because King Gaz is making his way through the pack, and now he is up into second place. Hessam, I don't know why he pulled out of the slipstream of Ruben Scott, because that would have probably given him a bit more defense to King Gaz. But either way, the AlphaTauri is up into second place, and King Gaz is not going to let go of this championship that easy. Can someone send me invites so I can DNF my AI in the pits? Nuh-uh, you're just going to crash into Florian. I'm not falling for that. Nobody invite Zwampa. Zwampa being swamped by the actual running cars now, and Dodger is going to be passed once he stops lagging. Husky left the session. Another disconnection. Now that one is one where I have to do an invite. Once a straight liner, always a straight liner. Nuh-uh. Husky gets his invite. King Gaz is now following Ruben Scott for the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Gaz is so close to the lead. He's got the slipstream, he's got the ERS, he's got the pace, and he takes the lead of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Ruben Scott is using his battery as well to try fight it. They're going at it like it's the last lap of the race. But King Gaz's DRS is eventually going to get him clear. But he's got no straight line speed at all. He's going to have to be adept on the brakes. And he does. He's up into P1. King Gaz leads the way. He's very, very used to it. And he is now on his way to possibly a third win if he stays in the lead till the end of the race. Ruben Scott is in hot pursuit. And Hessam is watching the AlphaTauri and the Aston Martin close attendance up ahead of him as well. Tuisteri and Jundi Sundi are in a close combat for the second race in a row. The Red Bull Jundi does not have the pace on the soft tyres at the moment, and Tuisteri has the DRS. Jundi does not throw a defence, and Tuisteri is easily up into P4. Jundi Sundi choosing to sit back and do nothing as he watches the Haas go through. Lehman in P6 with Valtzi 7th, Curtis in P8, and Ibrahim is trying to make amends for getting screwed over by the AI. Curtis in 8th place with the time penalty somehow. I'll check his time pen actually. It has to be 3 seconds if it's track limits, but how do you even break track limits at Vegas? That's really weird. 5 seconds for both of them actually, so they must have sped in the pit lane or caused a collision. Husky got the fastest lap at the moment, but that fastest lap will be easily destroyed later on in the race. Hessam's in DRS. Ruben Scott's struggling to keep up with King Gaz actually, and the one thing he has going for him is Gaz's straight line speed is horrible. He's not going to pull away from the field if he's this slow on the straights, because Ruben Scott can just keep up with him when he gets the DRS, and he will get another helping of it. Tuisteri passed Lehman, and Lehman got past Jundi Sundi. We didn't see that move, but he got past Jundi Sundi, and he's immediately throwing the pressure to Tuisteri. He brakes as late as he can to try stay ahead of the Williams, and he does so successfully. Jundi Sundi is now down to P6 and having a nightmare of a race down in the dumps of D3. Husky on another fastest lap. He's closing up to Ibrahim, who is closing up to JW Curtis. It's a train line of cars making their way back to the main pack. Lehman forces Truge to compromise his line a little bit, and The leaders are going to start getting away. Hassam is starting to lose a bit of touch to Ruben Scott, who himself is not doing a good job of keeping up with King Gaz. Ruben Scott into the braking zone, goes a little bit deep. King Gaz nails it, and King Gaz has pulled out the DRS, and Ruben Scott has no DRS. King Gaz might have just secured himself a win with that move done there, and Hessam does have DRS, and he's closing up a little bit, inching closer. Lehman is past Trusteri, and Jundi Sundi is looking to get closer to this fight, and he's not going to be close enough. Hessam is third place, and struggling to stay within DRS of these guys at the moment. Trusteri is into the pits already. It could be a front wing change. Zwampa Lampa wants a spectate of himself. So we'll first watch Florian, see if he can try get a move on Dodger done. Into the straight we go, and down the inside. Florian, clean move on Dodger. Dodger can't do anything, and that's Florian up into P10. And Trusteri out of the pits on a set of soft tyres. And now let's spectate Zwampa, his AI Alpine. Alpine are very used to using AI drivers, actually. They've been testing bot racing for a while now. And the thing is, he keeps cooking and scoring big points, more points than Racing will ever score himself. And now they're continuing their AI experiments with Zwampa. As you can see how these AIs are always very smooth and nailing their apexes. You can see why everyone is afraid that AI is going to take over humanity. Because when you see driving like this from Zwampa, you just know that shit's going to kick off. All the leaders have gotten away from each other's DRS boosts. So Florian is the last man on a mission, because everyone else has lost DRS to whoever they were battling. Husky's out of battery already, but he's closed up to Ibrahim so much. Ibrahim, for all the work he's doing to close up to JW Curtis, needs to worry a bit more about Husky behind him, because he has got a lot more pace than Ibrahim at Las Vegas at the moment. Florian into the braking zone. His hard tyres are only going to get better compared to the mediums and the softs being used up ahead of him. And Jundi Sundi in 10th place. Safety car out. Florian cuts the line to pit, and so does Husky. If anyone cares, they can report it, but I don't. And it wasn't even necessary because the leader didn't catch the safety car, so they're going to lose a lot of time trying to do this. Husky onto soft tyres. That's not the best move. Actually, it is. I think softs can make it to the end, but if he has the option to use a set of mediums, he has to use a set of mediums. Good experiment, right? Yeah. AI Zwampa's way better than the real Zwampa, honestly. If we could have the AI guy turn up races, that would be totally fine by me. With a safety car out, everybody's going to be in the pits. Now, Jundi is in the best position because he can just pit for mediums. Now, do these guys go for softs? Because softs are a risky tyre to try to end the race on. Diamonds, have you tested some race strats? Yes, I have. And I know what I'm doing with that. Well, you're a rival in D1 now. You're too quick to know my race strategy info. But I know how long each tyre lasts for, so... Thoughts on hards? Super durable, but they're pretty shit as a race tyre. Okay, I did just leak some of the info I have. So fuck it. Hessam staying out. That's a poor decision. Nope, he's coming into the pit lane. He finally saw sense. Not driving D1, so feel free to share. I'll take that risk then. Okay, so basically soft tyres last around, I think it, but you're racing D2, so don't share. Ah, that's a good point, J-Rise. J-Rise coming to the Mercedes rescue and preventing me from making an oopsie. I need to win a championship. right on there. In that case, you're not getting any tyre intel out of me. King Gaz pitting for hard tyres. Ruben Scott onto the hards. Tuisteri will be the only guy on softs in the top 3. Lehman on the hards. Jindy on the mediums. As I said, he's got it perfectly ideal. He's going to be very, very quick on this restart. J-Rise ruined it. Almost had him. Hessam is in a great position to win this now. With the soft tyres. Actually, the softs, if they make it to the end, it's going to be a miracle. I can't say too much about tyres now, knowing that Bram is going to be taking mental notes for his D2 championship charge. If he joined since the start of the season, he'd have this title wrapped up really early. But then in that case, if he joined at the start of the season, he'd be promoted to D1. So it's kind of a paradox, because on the one hand, he's in a fight for the title, but on the other hand, it is because he joined too late to be promoted. So next season, Bram's obviously racing D1, and it's going to be a championship fight between him and Vabo, probably. I don't expect to be in another championship fight, because somehow I'm P2, and somehow I'm the last one left to challenge Vabo for a title. King Gaz keeping at an honest distance from the safety car. Let's hope Burnt Mylander doesn't have any more tricks up his sleeves. Clattering it over the curbs. Safety car, is it going to be in this lap? No, it's not. And this time there's no safety car trickery from Burnt Mylander. Stays out on track very, very safely. And we're going to have about 13 restart laps. And speaking of which, I had a popcorn before the race start, and now I have to bin the wrapper for it. Valtzi's in the pit lane, so King Gaz can just enjoy his race lead while I go figure out where I put that damn wrapper. Where the hell is it? I lost it! It's literally in my room and I lost it. Nope, I found it. That's how organised teenagers are. Bye-bye. Under the safety car, King Gaz is keeping in the lead. Why am I saying that? Like, he's not going to be in the lead under a safety car. That's commentary waffle. Prime example, safety car's in this lap, and this time he has announced it early enough, but still, it's really weird, because now you can't just accelerate on the straight. Now, Gaz has to wait this one out, make sure he actually pits this time, and he has pitted, so Gaz will have control of this restart, and we can watch it from Ruben Scott's perspective. It's a really difficult restart to overtake someone, but let's see if Ruben Scott can do it. And drag in the brakes, that's how you want to do it. Now, Gaz goes, and Ruben Scott, as expected, can't get past him. Lehman is P4, and Jindy Cindy has had a horrible restart. Hessam's in P6. JW Curtis in P7, Ibrahim in P8. He's immediately been brought back into contention. No, he is not, because apparently he's disconnected, but I didn't even see it, so we're going to speedily toss him an invite, and he'll get back into the race. He didn't even ask for an invite on the Twitch stream, so that's kind of his fault, but Twisteri has been overtaken by Ruben Scott. Twisteri is on the soft tyres and they're somehow already finished compared to the hards. Polish not cooking. Brit and Brit cooking. It's Ruben Scott's British, right? He probably is. I've forgot to check the nationalities. Apologies if I got that wrong, but it's going to be an all-British podium if Jindy Cindy can catch up to Twij. Husky is overtaking Ibrahim. He is nowhere. I gave him an invite and he doesn't want to be here, so the title fight's going to Abu Dhabi and it's going to swing in the favour of King Gaz. You know I have to stay. Can't slow me down like a hurricane. We're watching this. Gaz into the wall. And Twisteri has made his way through on Gaz. Oh, there's been a spin. Gaz is down the order. And that spells disaster for King Gaz. Oh, what's happened there? We missed all the action. That was absolutely dramatic. And Husky has retired it as well, along with Jindy, and Jindy is in the pits with no front wing, I think. How things can change so quickly. And the VSC has been deployed and King Gaz is into the box for a new wing, presumably. Literally one split second. And the safety car has come out now. It's been upgraded to a third safety car. The How racing moments go so disastrous so quickly. It's crazy. It'll be a good time for everyone to pit for softs now. It's gonna be a straight soft run to the end. Trying to go side by side under the safety car, leading away in formation. Or is Ruben Scott just trying to extend the gap so he can pit? Maybe he's done that because he's pulling away from Twisteri like it's a safety car restart, and now it's going to be a race to the pits. Ruben Scott speeding his way into the pit lane. Twisteri will be close behind him. Everyone has to be in the pits at this point. Top three are all racing each other into the pit lane. Hassan wanted to go for some possible overtake, but there was never going to be anything. And Dodger stays out and takes the lead of this race. We'll watch how quickly he gets swamped. Ibrahim is going to be out with no chance of recovery, with his internet going on him when he's in a championship fight. So Dodger has the lead with two AI cars as a buffer. Ruben Scott's on mediums instead of softs, and the entire field behind him is on fresh rubber. Where are your drivers? Deadly Muffin Man is not racing, and LM Boy is not racing, so that's where my drivers are. Rise and K5 are racing tomorrow, and they're gonna win because we're the best, and that's statistically true if you check the constructors. And D1, I'm racing. NSO Burt should be racing. He hasn't done his check-in yet, so we'll see if he's racing. Dodger leading the way. He is going to drop down this order so fast. This is going to be Dodger getting bullied. Twishtery has just been on the back of Ruben Scott the entire time. Safety car is on the track still. Oh god, this gets boring. This gets boring real quick. This gets so boring. What's on the fucking Twitch? Under safety car conditions right now, Ibrahim should be back in this lobby, but the safety car is going to be in this lap, so Ibrahim has to now park the bus and hope that Dodger is able to hold up the field for him. He won't have time to box, so it's too late. Safety car in this lap. And now Dodger is going to lead it away from Ibrahim. Dodger has no experience with leading a Grand Prix in D3. This is going to be the first time that he sees clear vision at the front of the field, and Ibrahim is going to be in hot pursuit. He needs to get this restart sorted ASAP if he wants any chance at salvaging anything from this race, because Ruben Scott's going to be on his tail pretty much immediately, and Dodger is trying to get a good restart, and he does so. Ibrahim can't get him immediately, and that's going to really compromise his chances. Ruben Scott is immediately past Wampa, and he's going to be quickly on the back of Ibrahim. If Ibrahim isn't on the back of Dodger quickly, it's Aston Martin at the front. Aston Martin in P3, and Ibrahim's trying to get past, but he can't. He's stuck. He's stuck behind the Aston Martin, and Ruben Scott immediately sees his chance. Ibrahim cuts him off and continues to try go for it with Dodger. Ibrahim down the inside, and Dodger can't defend it. Dodger has been overtaken, and now he has to let his teammate go. He can't let his teammate be stuck behind him. Dodger has to let his teammate go. He's still trying to keep pressure to Ibrahim at the moment, because Twishtery is starting to pressure Ruben Scott for P3, and Hessam is P5. Unable to do anything about the two cars fighting in front of him. Lem and Florian, JW Curtis all making their way past the free AI overtake. Ibrahim now leads the race past Dodger, and Ruben Scott now needs the Las Vegas backstrip to get past Ibrahim and then Dodger. And I said that, it's actually the other way round. Dodger is using his battery on his own teammate. That is not good teamwork from them at all. And Twishtery spots a chance. Twishtery is almost going into the barriers, trying to make a move done. I'm not going to spectate Florian right now. There's a battle 3 wide going into the corner. Dodger comes out in P4 of all them, and now Ruben Scott has clear daylight to get past Ibrahim. He's only 8.5 tenths off up the road. Ibrahim is on the old hard tyres. Ruben Scott is on the fresh medium tyres, and Twishtery behind him on fresh softs. Dodger is going to keep losing places because he didn't box under the safety car. He was trying some really bold strategy, but at most tracks, let alone Las Vegas that has 3 giant straights, you are never going to be able to hold up the field like you think you can on old tyres like a hero. It's never going to happen. And Ibrahim has suddenly got his chance to try wrap up the title if anything happens to King Gas. Ruben Scott tries to go for it into turn 5. Ibrahim parks the bus beautifully. He's holding him up, defending this. Tuisteri in 3rd position at the moment, looking for a podium. He's on the podium at the moment, and Charles Henry is giving Kingaz an awful lot of trouble at the back of the pack. Kingaz can't get past both McLaren cars, and that's really compromising his chances at staying in the championship. This championship battle keeps swinging back and forth. Sometimes Gaz is at the lead of this race. Sometimes Ibrahim is at the lead. At the moment, he's at the lead, and Ruben Scott now needs to get past him. The hard tyres are going to eventually come into their own, but not before they wear off completely. Ruben Scott coming towards Ibrahim. Alfa Romeo versus Aston Martin. Ibrahim tries to defend this. He's got a lot of straight line speed to defend it with. There's only slipstream, no DRS, and Ibrahim has lost the lead of the race as quickly as he won it. And now we'll spectate Florian just for Zwampa's sake. Florian cruising to the back of Hessam, who isn't putting much pressure on Tuisteri at the moment. He's been looking much quicker in past rounds than he is at the moment. Florian is trying to capitalize on this, trying to take advantage of the fact that Hessam may not be the fastest guy on the track today. Ibrahim is still looking for pressure on Ruben Scott. This is going to be a really good drive if Ibrahim is going to somehow win this race from the old tyres. And King Gaz is now past both McLarens, who are now starting to battle with each other. Charles Henry's into the wall. He's collided with the wall on his own. There's nothing to do with teammate warfare, though that would have been hella dramatic if it was. And Ruben Scott's not getting away from Ibrahim at all. In fact, Ibrahim is putting more pressure on Ruben Scott on old hard tyres. And that's the McLaren of Valtzi out of this race. And nope, he's back in the race. He stopped for the yellow flags, and I assumed that he'd be out, but nope, there's 6 laps to go and no more safety cars, fingers crossed. But if the safety car does come out, it's a great chance for Ibrahim to pit. Ibrahim's having a lot of oversteer on these hard tyres. It's going to take a real underdog effort to stay on this podium, and Tuisteri is going to quickly be on the back of Ibrahim. But those Haskar setups, I think, run a little bit too much downforce, and Ibrahim in the Alfa Romeo always runs skinny wings, because he's now going to get past Ruben Scott for the lead of this race. Ruben Scott tries to defend it, but it's pretty useless, and Ibrahim has passed. Ruben Scott going side by side to Ibrahim, and he's forced to back out. Florian is past Hessam. As I said, Hessam is vulnerable. With his internet working, he's not cooking as hard as he would have been. He's better when his internet is completely fucked, it turns out. And Ibrahim throws the defensive line to Ruben Scott. Ruben Scott tries around the outside, and Tuisteri tries now around the outside of Ruben Scott, and Tuisteri and Ruben Scott going side by side. This could release Ibrahim into the lead of the race without being contested. But Ibrahim now has to throw the defensive shape to Tuisteri, and he doesn't do it successfully. Ibrahim has lost the lead, but could that be tactical? Ruben Scott runs into the back of Tuisteri, who comes out unscathed, and now he's got soft tyres to try pull away. Florian is out of the race, and safety car is out once more, and this time it's another crash. 4 safety cars at the Las Vegas Strip. And Ibrahim now has a chance to box. And somehow, by some miracle, he kept 2nd place. And with that retirement, it officially means that Ibrahim cannot wrap up the title in Las Vegas, because only 10 cars are going to finish, because Wampa's an AI. Tuisteri has the lead. Is he going to box? I think he should. It's going to be an all-out war on this restart. So he really needs to get himself the position immediately. They need to focus on recharging their battery as well. Not enough drivers notice their battery charge. And I'm talking about King Green. Oh, what has he done? Tuisteri's been hit under the safety car. Ibrahim has had some sort of lag spike, and that's going to be time penalties galore if that was Ibrahim's fault, but he somehow hit Tuisteri under the safety car. Don't even know how you do that, but Tuisteri has to go into the pits and change that front wing. But he would have had to box anyway because it's tactical to pit. And Dodger stayed out again. This is really dumb from Aston Martin. And Tuisteri now changing the wing. Gaz is in the pits and he's going to jump two Sterry Gaz onto the soft tyres. Charles Henry onto fresh soft tyres. Ibrahim is on a used set of softs. Whoa, what is he doing? 8 laps on those soft tyres. Ibrahim, how have you used up all your softs? Shit's crazy. Safety car, please be in this lap. Let's just get the maximum amount of racing laps possible. Ibrahim and King Gaz, the 2 championship contenders, are now fighting for the same piece of racetrack. That's weird of them, guys. This is really brave of them to not pit with 3 laps to go. This is really brave. Hessam has been somehow struck under the safety car. Ibrahim is not going to box because I don't think he has any tyres left. He's just going to have to hang it out on 9 lap old soft tyres. And apparently he wants to get himself a few more time pens by running into somebody else. Not the smartest thing to do when you're already on hot water, but you do you. I'm just gonna do an early prep for the driver of the day votes. So Ruben Scott. If Dodger gets a podium, that's gonna be that is gonna be crazy. Not even a chance to breathe for most of these guys. Ruben Scott takes the safety car restart now. Nope. When's he going? When's he going? Don't be predictable. Do not be predictable. You have to just pin it. He's waiting late. Very, very late. JW Curtis, you're not allowed to go alongside. And Ruben Scott pulls the pin. JW Curtis is caught lacking and Dodger could go round the outside of him straight away. But Dodger hasn't got the tyre grip. Oh, and Lemon's run straight into the side of him. That's a horrible overtake attempt, and Jundi Sundi gets past Lehman. Lehman is now trying to go around the outside of Jundi Sundi, and into the back goes Lehman behind Ibrahim. Ibrahim's up into 5th place on these old soft tyres. I don't know where he's getting the grip from, but he's going to go down the inside of Jundi, and this is going to end in disaster once more. Jundi Sundi gets hit, but Ibrahim doesn't overtake him yet, somehow manages to carry it on, and that's another typically dirty move from Ibrahim on Jundi Sundi. That's starting to become a common trend with this guy. And Tuishtari has hit Ibrahim into the wall. Oh god. And Ibrahim has now hit more chaos with Charles Henry, and Tuishtari now going for it with Jundi Sundi. Going side by side. Jundi has no defense because he doesn't need to defend at the moment. And there's only going to be one more lap after this. Tuishtari with a massive oversteer, and Charles Henry's going to be quickly on the scene. Ibrahim arrives to the scene quicker and Dodger's up to second place. It's an Aston Martin 1-2, and Dodger's keeping this alive on old tyres. That's an absolutely crazy drive from Dodger at the moment, because everyone behind him is in a crazy battle of their own. Tuishtari is up to 4th, Kingaz is up to 5th, Ibrahim is down to 6th, Jundi Sundi is down to 7th, Charles Henry makes a move. Oh my god, everyone that's crashed. Tuishtari is out of the session, and this is a disgrace of a drive. Fucking disgrace, this. Fucking shit show, honestly. I think I have to get involved in that myself. Oh, fucking hell, horrible. And Ruben Scott is now... And JW Curtis is P2. And Dodger's P3. That's a strategy blinder from the guy. Charles Henry P7. Lehman P8. Zwampa P9. Ibrahim P10. Kingaz running into the back of Hassam, trying to make a move. Does Hassam have a front wing? Does Hassam actually have a front wing on that car? He doesn't! He's racing without a front wing! And that's somehow going to give him an advantage, because without a front wing, I think you get a bit more straight line speed. And we're about to watch that. He hasn't even got DRS, but Hassam, with the no front wing boost, is going to now have a try on the final lap to try and get past Kingaz. Kingaz has a front wing on the car, and that's actually a disadvantage on the straight. Dodger's going down the inside of JW Curtis. Dodger on older medium tyres. JW Curtis on fresher softs, and Dodger can't get the move done, and JW Curtis comes second. Ruben Scott wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix. JW Curtis takes a remarkable second place, and Dodger's got himself a podium out of all of that. Everyone in the field battered behind him, and somehow Dodger has pulled off an absolute strategy blinder to take a podium. Whoa! JW Curtis in P2 after all of that. I need to... Where did he start? No, wait, we're about to see in the race results. I shouldn't be going off the stream. But Ruben Scott taking the win, and Dodger taking a podium? Whoa! That was amazing from him. Dodger on the podium? What? JW Curtis, P8 to P2. Charles Henry had 7 pit stops. What? Charles Henry with 7 pit stops. Oh wait, no, I need a new emoji for him. There we go. That works. Alright, I'm not even gonna do a post-race interview because that is gonna be straight up warfare. That's crazy. That's an utterly crazy way to end. Is the stream going to be on YouTube? Yeah, it is. GG's Ruben from Wads. Highlighted message. Can I still come back in the league after a period of time? I'll be a better person. A long time, because you had your chance and you just spent the day straight lining one person. Like, what a waste. There's no reason. But, see ya. The stream is going to be uploaded to the HDR YouTube, so